Have you ever been in a situation where you can't find the right ribbon for the centerpiece? Well, that is exactly what I ran into. Hello, my sweet friends, and welcome to DIY with Nadia. Today, I'm going to be using a ribbon that is not wired in my wreath. I made a poof wreath that is absolutely gorgeous using 21-inch deco mesh, but I had to do it using this absolutely stunning ribbon from Joann's. It is not wired, it's grosgrain. So let's see how I was able to manage. For this wreath, I'm going to start out with this beautiful 21-inch deco mesh, and originally it was 10 yards. I used half of it, so I should be fine with the 5 yards that I have left. Next, I'm going to be using 10 yards of ribbon. This is a dark green ribbon with beautiful gold threading through it, and it is 1.5 inches by 10 yards. Next, we have some pipe cleaners, this beautiful sign from Craft Outlet, some white poinsettias with a little bit of gold on them, and a 14-inch wreath form from the Dollar Tree. When you work with dark centerpieces like this, you need to figure out what color you're going to add to make it pop. For me, it was white, and as you can see with everything I'm using, I'm carrying 3 colors through. I have green, gold, and white. So that's my big 3 colors that I'm going to be using throughout the wreath. I'm going to start by adding my pipe cleaners to the wreath form, and I'm going to be using 18 pipe cleaners. If you are new to wreath making, this part is easier than it looks. Believe me, when I started doing this, these wreath forms with all of these pipe cleaners used to throw me off too and kind of scare me, to tell you the truth. But if you break it down, it's not that bad. We have 6 sections in a 14-inch wreath form. We're going to go section by section. In each section, we are going to have 3 pipe cleaners. The first pipe cleaner I'm putting it on row 1 and 2, giving it 2 twists and folding it towards the inside of the wreath form. Then I'm going to put 2 more pipe cleaners on row 3 and 4, 2 twists, and I'm going to fold this pipe cleaner out. And that's it. One section is done. All we're going to do is multiply the section going all the way around, and in total we're going to have 18 pipe cleaners. My wreath form is all done, and this is what it should look like. On the inside I have 6 pipe cleaners, on the outside I have 12. Before we get started, I want to explain what we're going to do. We're going to start by making 10-inch loops. And if I start right here, I'm going to do loop, 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 loop. So we're going to overlap, and then we're going to go flat. From here to here, we're just going to flat. I used to do a bubble and then go to this one, but what we're going to do is we're going to go nice and straight right here, and then do your 10-inch bubbles going all the way around. And that way you're going to have a nice and even poofs, and you're going to have a gorgeous wreath. Before I start attaching my deco mesh, I'm going to prepare 2 zip ties, one for the beginning and one for the end. This deco mesh is just so pretty. About 1.5 inches, I'm going to start gathering the end. When I grab it tight, I'm going to go around and make sure that it's a little bit on the even side and pull out everything that wasn't tucked in nicely, because you want to make sure that you have a nice hold. I'm starting from the inside and working my way out. You will see some wreath makers work from outside in. I find it easy with these Dollar Tree wreath forms to work inside out because they're more on a flat side, and that's why we have all our pipe cleaners like this, is because we want to make it easier for us when we are attaching everything. So let's open up our first pipe cleaner and just put our ending in, 2 tight twists, and I'm just facing my pipe cleaners up. Now I'm grabbing my zip tie, and I'm going to go off of this about 1 inch. Nice and tight. And as you can see, when you do that, it straightens out this little tail, and you pretty much don't even have to worry about cutting it because it just lays really nicely against your wreath. Let's cut that off. My 10 inches is this lighter square right here, and that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to have the beginning here, the end here. I have my 10-inch loop, and I'm just going to go around and adding my little loops. One thing I want to point out is your deco mesh should be unrolling this way instead of being that way, because it's going to mess with the way you have your waves going. So I just always have a habit of doing that. I'm making my last loop on the inside, 2 twists, and as you can see, I'm right on top of where we started. There's my zip tie. I'm staying in the same section where I ended, and I'm just going to go flat, go to this next pipe cleaner, and just give it 1 twist. And we're going to go all the way around, and this is where we're going to end. I am at the end, and look how much I have left. I pretty much am going to have the ending right here, so I'm just going to collect from the back and attach my last loop. I'm going to put the tail towards the inside so we can hide it. 2 tight twists on top, and we're going to finish up with a zip tie. It's attaching it to row 3, and of course I'm going to go off our attachment about 1 inch. And we're cutting that off. Now I'm going to go around the whole wreath and start just poofing it out. For me, this is so therapeutic. I love doing this. Now that my wreath is all poofed out, let's get the ribbon ready. This ribbon does not have wire edging, but it's a very thick ribbon and good quality ribbon. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make 6 10-inch strips. Next, I'm going to need 12 21-inch strips. As you can see, I'm working around Mr. Leo over here. Because of the type of ribbon I'm using, I feel like I need to seal the ends. This is a grosgrain ribbon, but because of all this gold threading, I want to make sure it stays in place. You can use a tea light for this. I just like to use a little lighter like this, and I'm just going to put it through right there, the center of the flame real quick, and that's it. And I love doing this because this seals the ends, and no matter how long the person has the wreath, it's not going to fray. I'm going to do the same thing to the 21-inch strips. Another reason I'm using a lighter is because of my supervisor over here, and because he just likes to move around, I know that I turn this off and it's off. The most important thing is just to make sure that I hide the tip because it gets hot after I'm done. I'm going to start with this inside row, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my ribbon, going to fold it over, find my halfway point, make a V, just like that, and I'm going to gather here. And I'm doing this because my ribbon is not wired. If your ribbon is wired, all you have to do is just find your center, gather it together, make the little V, and then put it inside the wire. But because my ribbon won't listen to me, I'm just going to make my little V, gather towards the top. I'm literally gathering about 1/2 inch from the top, and I'm putting the ribbon straight in. Since I'm not going to be adding anything on top of this ribbon, I'm going to just continue twisting, and about 1 inch from my connection, I'm going to clip this off, fold it in half, and back. I'm done with the first layer. Now I'm going to get those long strips, and here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do awareness sign, and then I'm going to measure the inside right here. So I want 3 inches. So 3 inches there, 3 inches there. Then I'm going to find my center and bring it in. Now I'm just going to squeeze my bow in the middle and attach it to my wreath. I'm going to do the same thing, get rid of the extra pipe cleaner, fold it in half and fold it back. Just like that. Look at that sweet little bow. Going to do one more. Going to grab our 21-inch strip, make an awareness ribbon just like that. And then I'm going to measure 3 inches. So 3 there, 3 there. Grab right here in the center. Find my center in my loop. Bring it to the center and just wiggle it in the center and attach. After I attach, I'm just going to twist, cut off about 1 inch from the connection, fold it in half and fold it back. Because our tails are not that long, even if we have the bows on top, they're going to stay in place. That's why I'm measuring the tails, making sure that my bows are nice and even. There's times where you just put lots of things on a wreath And there's times where you kind of take it easy. We're not done decorating on the side. We are still going to put things in the center of our bows, but I do want to put my sign on. Going to be using stronger wire. This is 20 gauge wire, and this piece is 18 inches. I'm going to cut that in half. Putting that through one of the holes. Going to do a twist in the back. Same thing on this side. Going to flip, and we are going to go on one of these intersections. Connect. I'm just going to do a little twist to make sure that that's where I want it. The other side, same thing. We're going to go on an intersection. Oh, I'm loving it. Now that I know that I have it in place, I'm just going to twist it a little bit more. Now I got my flowers and I have my pom-poms. I felt like putting a flower on every one of them. It looks so cluttered. What I decided to do is to do every other. If I'm going to put a flower here, cut this down a little bit. Make sure you always seal that ending right there. A lot of hot glue on there. And we're going to put that right inside our bow. And then on the next one, I'm going to grab these pom-poms, and I'm going to grab 3 of them. Hold them together, lots of hot glue, and put that straight in the center. I thought it would be so elegant and cute. And then another poinsettia, and I'm going to be doing this going all the way around. And as you can see, it's turning out very elegant, very beautiful. Of course, I'm going to just straighten everything out before I hang it up. Well, what did you think of the wreath? I thought it turned out so pretty with the white deco mesh against the green and the golds. If you are not subscribed to this channel and would love to see more wreath tutorials, don't forget to subscribe, hit the little bell button, and of course don't forget to give me a thumbs up so this video continues to grow, and so does my channel. If you're still in a mood to watch more wreath tutorials right now, Louie prepared 2 videos right here for you. There's 1 and there's 2. You're so good, Louie. And with that being said, thank you so much for being with us, and we will see you in our next video. Bye, everyone. Say bye, Louie. Say bye.